Lissandra is a control mage, able to play mid or top, and thanks to her strong wave control and survivability, is commonly used within the professional scene to control the mid lane. Her abilities include her passive, Iceborne Subjugation, which has recently been reworked to where if an enemy champion dies near Lissandra, a ghost of them is created that will move towards nearby enemies and after a delay will explode. Lissandra's Q, Ice Shard, is a straight line skill shot that will shatter and do damage in a cone behind the first enemy hit. This will shatter on minions and champions alike. Lissandra's W, Ring of Frost, roots enemies in an area around Lissandra. It is also important to note that this ability does not have a cast time or animation, so it can be cast whilst Lissandra is walking and she will not suffer any interruption from it. Her E, Glacial Path, allows Lissandra to send out a claw in a given direction that will do damage to any enemy it passes through. Lissandra can then recast this ability at any point on its path to be transported to the location of the claw. Her ultimate, Frozen Tomb, can be cast either on Lissandra or on an enemy champion. When it is cast on Lissandra, it grants her invulnerability and heals her. When it is cast on an enemy, it will stun them for a duration. In both cases, after the ultimate is cast initially, an area of effect slow and damage will radiate from the ultimate target. This slow and damage will also apply to any enemy that walks into the area after the spell has been cast. The most common builds on Lissandra is a damage focused build consisting of Proto Belt for additional mobility, although some players do like to build Luden's Echo first as it gives good mana sustain, followed by Sorcerer's Shoes and Zhonya's for extended survivability. Then Morellonomicon, followed by situational items, for example, damage, more magic penetration, or utility. Good examples of these are Rabadon's, Void Staff, or Banshee's Veil, respectively. Due to Lissandra's large amount of CC and survivability, she is used in teamfights to lock down a specific target or simply control the entire fight. She's able to use Glacial Path over walls to create unexpected engages, and then can use her kit to lock down the enemy team, whilst the rest of her team arrive. If you're against a melee matchup in lane phase, it is possible to get a lot of poke off using your Q through the minions when they want to CS, and just constantly auto-attacking whenever they step forward. Against range matchups, which may be unable to farm effectively under tower, it is very easy to push the lane using Lissandra's abilities. A common trick for Lissandra in lane phase is to not take an ability at level 2 until you need to, as both are useful for different uses. Where E can be used to either escape a gank or to commit to an all-in, W provides strong lockdown, and so it is worth having the option of both for as long as you can. Throughout the game, Glacial Path, her E, is incredibly useful either as a repositioning tool or for long-range poke and wave clear. It can be used both offensively or defensively, and even trick people into thinking you're going somewhere you're not. In the late game, Lissandra has a fair amount of mobility with a large amount of lockdown and burst. This makes her highly effective in creating picks and initiating teamfights. Added to her survivability potential, this allows her to be much more aggressive with her positioning, or to completely stall out and disengage a fight if you need to. Zhonya's and her ultimate work well together for this close-up fighting style, as it gives Lissandra 5 seconds of invulnerability and a heal that can scale with missing HP. This not only gives her time for cooldowns to reset, but also extends the duration of the fight, making Lissandra exceptionally hard to kill. This more glass cannon style of play is possible, as the preferred rune to take on Lissandra is Aftershock. Aftershock is effective on Lissandra, as activating it will give bonus resistances for a duration before exploding for damage around Lissandra. Because of Lissandra's AoE route, Aftershock is relatively easy to activate throughout the game, and the bonus resistances are extremely effective at tower dives, even in the early game. In the Resolve tree, Lissandra can also have access to Demolish, which increases her tower taking potential, and combined with the effective wave clear and lane push she can have, allows Lissandra to shove in lanes incredibly aggressively and fast, and so allowing her to have more pressure to either roam or secure map objectives. Thanks to her large AoE and targeted CC abilities, Lissandra excels in locking down high mobility, short range champions, such as Akali, Aurelia, and LeBlanc. However, her lack of long range abilities can cause her to struggle against champions who can fight from outside her effective range, such as Ahri and Syndra, and Vladimir is also worth noting here as he can simply just avoid a lot of her damage. Due to her gap closing and engage potential, Lissandra works well with teams that use AoE abilities or benefit from a lockdown teamfight, such as Sejuani, Trundle, and Miss Fortune. Thank you for watching, and if you have any suggestions for my next ill-informed guide, please comment them down below. If you would like to see more content, please feel free to subscribe.
Fuck off, no, you fucking non-grenade. Why have I got two fucking absolute try-on-one tricks in the lane?
That's gone well for them, hasn't it? That's because they were trying to get my mark and I was already on it. Bitch.
By come help, you mean shove it under tower and then stand around and basically into it.
Ah, fuck right off.
Brennan? Go.
Yeah, I can't help. Actually, yeah, I can. It's really low. What's happening?
Did you get your mark as well?
He's probably going to try and dive you, or he's just
No,
going to
he's
walk
not.
away.
I just drew him off.
When Yeso blocks my E, it just puts him in front of it. So you get rid of him.
I don't get W.
Yes, Matt. Fucking absolutely rush a thorn nail. Look at this man. The absolute vagina on this man. Holy shit.
He's gonna kill me again, but...
Ah, very really quick towards him!
That was fair, wasn't it?
Oh shit, lads! The Thornmail's got me a lot further than I thought it would, to be fair. Whoa. Why are you guys 21-0?
I know! That's why I know.
What the fuck?
Like, they are literally all our kills.
Oh, yeah, actually.
Here comes
Boy.
I've got 6 assists.
Yeah, no, I'm just going to crowd this first.
I got all up in it. So.
I am literally playing support.
We can kill him. Actually,
That's not myself. But...
honestly, don't really matter, Chief.
No, you still fair enough. Oh, he's gonna kill me with that as well. Bastard. No, he's not actually. Where you at, Brendan? Do you wanna?
I'm on my way, Charles.
Just down mid, boy.
I died. That's it. Oh, he does know that he's up here.
I'm 05 and 9 at least.
Oh, you guys both died?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, instant, like, absolute instant.
Yeah, we've still not had any kills.
I know, it's great. Yeah, you're not getting that.
Yeah!
I'm dead, boy! Woo!
He's fed. That's it. All kills his now.
Is this the double kill? Let's
It
go
was
Baron.
any double kill.
Technically, yes, it is in fact the double.
Yeah, I don't believe in destiny. I just do what's best for me. Don't listen to my enemies, they're just full of jealousy. Yeah, this legacy, you gon' see what's left of me. You gon' see success in me. You ain't seen the rest of me. I just wanna be the